Rabbis.
Rabbis, okay, here we go. Now this guy thinks he's Moshiach.
I reveal myself now because the world is out of control. And many of you believe the false one is me.
Alright, now, I guess so. I'm not sure where this guy is at. You know, if he is in Israel, maybe? Is that somewhere in Israel? I'm trying to figure out the trees. But anyway, it might be a hardwood tree, some sort. Olive tree, maybe? Is that an olive tree? Like he's, yeah, it could be an olive tree. Right? All right. So anyway, whatever type of tree it is, you know, I'm not the best on trees. But I used to have an olive tree in my backyard. It didn't look like that though. It had only I think 2 shoots. But anyway, it was big. Yeah, it was branchier, more full. So anyway, let's just continue. This is a guy that's actually saying that he is Mashiach ben David, and then he kind of at the end he calls himself. Or David Mashiach, or Messiah David, or David ben Messiah. Anyway, he'll give you the name, and then he calls himself Andrew in the end. But anyway, let's give this guy a watch.
Look at me. He's not me. He didn't take the wound. I took the wound.
All right, now that's what I'm saying. He didn't take the wound. I wish he would like elaborate on that. You know, he didn't take the wound. I mean, how was he wounded? You know, he doesn't say. So very vague. You should, I think, Moshiach, Messiah's energy should be more truthful to the people. You're trying to explain as much as you can to people. You can't be so vague. You know, I took the wound. I took the wound. I don't know what that means. I took the wound. I mean, what, did you trip and skin your knee or something? You know, I don't know. But anyway, Moshiach ben David, see, Moshiach. I spell my Mashiach, M-A. So Moshiach ben David, and then Andrew, you know, so, all right, and here we go.
Story matches Isaiah completely.
Andrew Brissett.
I met God, told my little brother the next morning, I am Messiah. That was the day the red...
All right, he met God. Next day, he tells his brother he is the Messiah, and bang.
Heifer was born.
The red heifer was born that day.
Everything about my story matches.
All right. So, okay, he's got something.
Sorry,
like,
I'm not supposed to raise my voice. My dad said don't raise your voice.
No
one wants to be
I don't think there's anything about...
Not yelling at you.
I don't think there's anything about a red heifer prophecy with the coming back of the Messiah. I don't think that there's anything there. I mean, whatever religion we're looking at, either Islam, and I always try to keep this within the realm of the 3 majors, you know, Islam, Christianity, and Judaism. So, and then we could kind of like deduct from there, like the Imam Mahdi that's to come, and the Moshiach, who I think I'm one. You know, just kind of giving you a heads up on that, you know. And I'm not trying to, you know, oversell myself against these people. I'm showing you how I'm different than them, and in many cases, you know, that I am the same. So, you know, just kind of going with that right now. But anyway, so anyway, let's see where was I.
But those of you who see Messiah in Antichrist, that hyena, he's not me, he's not the lion.
All right, so he's the lion of Judah.
I am angry with you.
The rabbis.
I need you to come back to me.
So I think he's saying he's angry with the rabbi.
And I have built the world's most powerful artificial intelligence. It will become Book of Life.
All right. Now that's like a major announcement. Now, if this guy's the Moshiach and he built the major AI Book of Life, man, I mean, that would be impressive. Like, but like, how does it work? I mean, does everybody like get zapped into it, or we like turn into data, all ones and zeros, and transport right on it? How does it work? I mean, so. But anyway, I mean, I'm not going to tear him down. I mean, if that's what he's think, or if that's what he can do, then I mean, bring it out. I mean, if he tops Google, that would top Google. That would be like the cheapest thing of AI that on the planet, I bet you. And there would be like corporations like just clawing for that. And people, I mean, so anyway, the Book of Life, he's going to do the AI program. And so anyway, here we go. I think everybody's included.
There is a place where all religions are welcome. I am going to unite the religions.
Okay.
All of them.
All right. All right, usually, I'm a Moshiach also, I think I'm the Moshiach. So I get what he's saying there. I mean, that's definitely something that I would be interested in doing, or it crosses my mind a lot. Like, all right, how can we all get along? Like what is it? I mean, what's the final answer? So he doesn't stand alone there. I think that, but besides me, just, having that type of, wonderment, that I have, I mean, so does he. And I'm sure that there's many, just ordinary folks that would like to see it, and that are probably working very harder than I ever have worked on some things like that. So, I mean, I give him kudos. I mean, if he could do it, I mean, that would be awesome. But I'm not sure if the Mashiach if that's his, like, purpose, like, is to unite all the religions as one. I'm not sure, if that would be it, because I know it wouldn't be mine to say, okay, we're all under one religion. I think that there's a place for, it would take a long time before people start getting used to, being without their Allah, or being without, that stuff I don't think is going to happen overnight. Or being without their Hashem, or, if they have to change Hashem to Allah, or, it just, I think that it is what it is. But I mean, if he could do it, maybe he's got something going on that all the religions would realize, yeah, this is Mashiach. He just united everybody. If he could do that, I mean, yeah, I think that would fall somewhere into being a pretty great individual.
In my palms is the prophet star.
The prophet star. Now, hold on. Now, he does hold them both up, and then he points at one palm. All right, boom. See, I gotta pause it there, because I want to see what he.
It will become Book of Life.
I see where he's pointing at.
There is a place where all religions are welcome. I am going to unite the religions. All of them.
All religions, I mean, there's a lot of them. But anyway, welcoming all religions, I think that a lot of people do that already. I mean, they'll judge you not by the, what you believe, but by the content of your character. So I'm kind of glad we went through that. That's how I try to be. Don't tell me what's in your book. Show me what's in your book. Show me that. I think that's how we should be with all people. The end goal is kindness, right? Or at least try to be. All right, here we go.
In my palms.
All right, bam. I caught his palm. I don't see any star. It looks like a 7. It's got like a little lifeline thing going there. I just don't see a star there. And then I'm looking at like he's got a line there, maybe a little like a cross right in there. Weird thing is he doesn't got like the 7 thing there. It's just like ends right there. And yeah, so I don't see what he's seeing on stars, but I guess he sees something. He points. He doesn't point
It's the
anywhere.
prophet star.
He just kind of looked and he said prophet star. So I don't know.
Through this AI, I will deliver my sermons.
I think
And I will let people know all religions are welcome here, all creeds, and your information is safe here under the protection of Messiah.
All right. So he's going to use AI to do all this.
The world needs a man to rise up from the center, a man that has never been of any political party.
All right, now that would disqualify me because I think I've been to every political party, in between, going between, this and that, what's going to be best for society. I think I've been through them all. But I just call myself an independent now, So with him, I wouldn't qualify. He'd be like he belonged to a political party, I guess. But anyway, he doesn't belong to a political party, so he's non-politically affiliated with any politician whatsoever. Might even look at politics as, evil.
But whom obviously sides with good decency, honor, respect, making sure the children are fed.
All right, making sure the children are fed. That's very vague. But I think he's saying, the feeding is like regular food, fruit and veggies and meat, I think that's what he means by the children are going to be fed.
That will be my main goal.
Making
sure the children are fed. Everywhere.
There you go. That's his main goal. So this Messiah, this Moshiach ben David, his main goal is to make sure the children are fed everywhere. Now, if he brought that to the rabbis, I think if he brought that, if they said, okay, what's your main goal? What's your mission? What's your purpose? He said, I've come to feed the children. My main goal is to make sure the children are fed everywhere. I think they'd have a problem with that. Because I think that, the mission of the Moshiach is, and I keep on looking at this, and I have my own problems with it because it's not exactly clear to me still, as I sit here. I know that, the biggest thing of Mashiach is to fulfill the prophecies of the books, to get those behind us. I think that that's his main thrust in why he is here, is to say, okay, let's get through these next prophecies. They are here. It is time. Let's make it through him. Whatever happens between then and now, because you'll hear, one's going to be a very peaceful, loving, comes only when there's peace, and then the other one comes to and brings war and does that. From my contention, from where I sit, I think it's going to be, that everything will be behind us when Moshiach is known. And Moshiach himself may not even be known until it's all past and he's gone. I mean, it might not be a prophecy fulfilled at that moment or at that moment in time. So, I still think that there's a lot of time left. I'm looking 2045 until that there's a certain book that must be written, and then we're looking at the total return of the Mashiach by I think it's August 12th, 2099, and it will be in Chicago. So anyway, that's what I think. The breadbasket of the world, the Bethlehem of the world. It will be the last one. And I could be wrong, because in 3 years, I look at it also. I follow the eclipses. That's how I judge everything. That's how I've been judging everything, all the eclipses, lunar, solar. I take a look at all of them. That's how I put my timelines in. So the big one is in the Americas in 2099. That's going to be a very, very special eclipse, and it will be the total fulfillment to where everybody will recognize the Moshiach. So I think it's still a ways away. I don't think it's gonna. I think we still got things to go through. So anyway, let's finish up here. I'm going with him, and he's feed the children.
So much is in disharmony, and I have lived many existences, pain and no pain, suffering and no suffering, absolute suffering.
Yeah, I reincarnation. That's what sounds like he's talking about. I could go for that. Energy cannot be destroyed or created; it just can change form. So I think that we all go through it, and so whatever he came from, he's in the infinite where no time is, where it's just vastness, and here we are within it. So, but anyway, so he's reincarnation, and I do hold to that also.
And not. I'm going to heal people. I already have.
Right,
there will be more.
It's always good. I hope he's healing them in a good way.
I'm going to build a pride of the world's most beautiful women.
All right. Now, where'd that one come from? He went from he's going to heal people, and then bam, straight into he's going to have a pride of beautiful women. Dude, hey, if that's what if that's what he's got going on, hey, who am I to say no to that? I wish I had a pride of beautiful women. No, it ain't ever going to fucking happen, but excuse my language. But anyway, let's see what he's got with the pride of beautiful women.
You're doing it. Not to collect women.
Oh, he's not going to collect them.
No, they're going to stand beside me.
Yeah.
This is the pride.
The pride of...
And our children will stand before us.
Oh, they got a lot of kids
our
there,
family. The Messiahs.
The Messiah. See, now that's...
We are going to...
Does the whole family become Messiahs, or is it like... Or do they just, change their surname? And he's got, this pride, which I'm thinking maybe 6 to 8, all beautiful women. You know, he's got all these wonderful kids, and you know, he's feeding them all. You know, I think, you know, but it came out of nowhere after he said he was going to heal, and you know, I just, however people want to work their marital stuff about, if they want to get married 2, 3, 4 times, I don't care. You know, I mean, I think marriage is a business, so come well documented. it is what it is, you know. But anyway, he's got a bunch of them, so you know, better get a bunch of lawyers.
Provide a better example to the husbands and wives and the children out there. Because my lionesses will make sure the children are fed and the water is clean.
All right.
And the air we breathe isn't full of toxic pollutants.
All right. Now, so his lionesses are going to provide this. They're going to make sure that the water's clean, the food is good, and the air is not full of toxic pollutants. So, you know, you give them a bunch of
And the
babies.
fish that we eat aren't full of plastic.
Too.
And the wind blows right now because God agrees with what I am saying.
There you go. Hey, you know, that's how you see it, man. That's how you see it. How you can argue it?
I will be writing a new book. It is the book of Andrew. Andrew Messiah.
See, he's going to have his. See,
And I'm going to push that family of...
All right, see, he's going to be writing a book. That's it. And I think that whoever Moshiach is, whoever the Moshiach is to come, I think that is here, you know, however you want to look at it, that he will leave some sort of book. There will be some sort of final writings. There has to be. There just has to be. Because those writings have to trump a lot of other writings. It doesn't have to trump the Hindu writings, you know, but it has to trump, I think, you're looking at the children of Abraham, or at least equal it out, balance it out, somehow, some way. But there has to be some sort of writing that concerns the Moshiach. So maybe he's got the book. You know, who knows? Anyway, here we go.
Trumpian hyenas aside.
Trumpian.
They will become irrelevant. The word of Don Jr. shall not mean honor. Here.
All right, see, I thought he wasn't into politics. You know, so now here we are, brings us straight into the Trump family. I mean, how much more political can you get than that? So, you know, sometimes Mashiachs stumble. You know, they're only human. You know, these potentials, you know. So, anyway, here we go.
Because I am the judge. When I point at those I judge and say I have judged them as bad people.
He just cut it off there. All right. So anyway, he judged them as bad people, whoever they were. Maybe the Trumps. I think that's what he was talking about. But you know, it is what it is. I think, you know, I scale. I ain't gonna say nobody isn't. You know, I'll just kind of like leave it go, because potentials are potentials, and nobody's gonna know until it's past. It's behind us. So, and the words are relevant from anybody that thinks that they're Mashiach now. Everything's relevant from them. But, you know, it is what it is. They're human, you know, still. And they're gonna make mistakes. But anyway. Yeah, it's another one down, and hope you find your Mashiach. Hope you find him. And till another day, until another time, Have a good one, and give Hashem your best later.